Hello and welcome everyone to another What If Star Wars video. In this video, I wanted to do a what if scenario of what if Plo Koon survived Order 66, what if he wasn't flying when Order 66 was executed. This video took a very long time to make, so press that like button and subscribe to the channel to never miss a video. We begin the story with Plo Koon flying around Cato Nemoidia, seeing if there were any remaining droids from their battle against the Separatist army. After finishing his sweep, he concluded that all the droids have been destroyed by him and the Wolfe Squadron. Plo Koon lands next to the base where Commander Wolfe and the boys are waiting for him to receive their next orders. He feels a tremor in the force of loss all over the galaxy. Commander Wolfe and Plo Koon have one of the strongest bonds between Commander and a Jedi. Throughout countless missions together, Plo Koon would save so many of his brothers as they both respected and honored each other's abilities. Commander Wolfe turns away from Plo Koon and opens a hologram image of Palpatine. Execute Order 66. The bond between Plo Koon and Commander Wolfe caused Wolfe's inhibitor chip to be delayed from executing the order. This allowed Plo Koon the time that he needed to force push all the clones towards the ground and get back into his ship to fly away. Using his excellent piloting skills, is able to dodge the bullets coming from behind as incoming ships were heading his direction. His starfighter was able to make it into space and jumped into hyperspace just in the nick of time. Knowing that the clones had turned against him, he knows that he must seek help if he wants any chance to survive. He receives a code from the Jedi Temple saying that the war is over and that he should return back to the Jedi Temple immediately. Knowing that this must be a trap to lure any surviving Jedi to come back to the temple to be executed for their crimes against the Republic. He uses his emergency code to see if there are indeed any survivors out there. His code was picked up by none other than Ahsoka Tano. Plo Koon was stunned to see her alive as he tells her that his clones turned against him and was needing help. She tells him that her clones turned against her too. I can tell you more once you get here. She gives him her coordinates as he jumps out of hyperspace and heads towards her location, not too far from his destination. As he flies over, he sees the attacked cruiser crash down onto the planet. It is a miracle that she is alive. He lands next to her ship as the two of them are so glad to see each other once more. Plo Koon was the one who brought her to the Jedi Temple as a youngling, and has always looked after her to give her advice during tough times of training. If Anakin wasn't her master, she most likely would have been Plo Koon's Padawan. Plo Koon asks if she had heard back from anyone else. To that she replies, "You are the only one who has responded to my distress signal. I know that we need to leave this area as they will be searching the cruiser for any survivors." Plo Koon sees Rex as he tells him that he means him no harm. Ahsoka tells Plo Koon that every clone in the Grand Army of the Republic had an inhibitor chip planted inside their head, and once Order 66 was activated, the clones could not ignore the order. Plo Koon soon realized that this was the Sith's plan all along, to turn the army of the Republic against the Jedi. All of a sudden, a distress signal out of Plo Koon's starfighter, and it is Quinlan Vos, asking for help as his clone troopers had turned against him and were hunting him down. Plo Koon tells Ahsoka that his planet is very close to us and we need to rescue him. Rex stays behind to finish setting up camp for when they come back. Ahsoka and Plo Koon head towards his last location to rescue him. As they find a landing spot, they can see a gunship looking through the forest to find Quinlan. Ahsoka and Plo Koon sneak into the forest without detection from the clones searching the skies. They both use the Force to help guide them through the forest to reach Quinlan in enough time. They see a squadron of clones running past them, saying he went this way. The two of them move quickly through the forest to try to meet up with Quinlan Voss before the clones get to him. They finally reach this abandoned shelter and feel a strong connection with the Force here, as they know he must be close by. The two of them find Quinlan Voss hiding, trying to not let the clones know of his presence here. Quinlan tells them that his clones had turned against him after we destroyed the last of the droids. One of the clone commanders picked up a message from the Chancellor's office, and before I knew it, they were pointing their blasters at me. I was just able to survive and ran into the forest to try to slow them down. It seems like they will do whatever it takes to kill a Jedi. I heard one of the clones before they attacked me saying that the Jedi are now being executed for their crimes against the Republic. Do you both know what happened? Plo Koon said that he received a message from the Jedi Temple saying that the war was over, that we must go back to the Jedi Temple immediately. They heard movement from outside as the clone troopers come out of the forest to search the area. The Jedi know they must stand their ground as they use the Force and patience to wait for the clones to get closer before igniting their lightsabers. The clones are caught off guard as they only thought that they were searching for one Jedi, and instead 3 Jedi appear. The Jedi know they must move quickly as more clones will be at their position the longer this takes. The Jedi are able to work as a team to block every shot from the clone troopers, as one by one the clone troopers begin to die until there were none left. They hear a gunship coming to their location as they use the Force to navigate quickly throughout the forest and were able to find their ship to leave this planet before more clones were at their position. Now, I wanted to take this story differently than what happened in the movie, as I think that if Plo Koon wasn't flying his ship, that he could have possibly survived Order 66. I think that his attachment to his clones would have been difficult to overcome, but would be the reason that he survives. Commander Wolfe and Plo Koon have one of the strongest bonds between Commander and Jedi, as they both respected and honored each other's abilities. Their attachment would have delayed the execution of Order 66, just like what happened between Captain Rex and Ahsoka. This allowed him the time that he needed to escape and leave the planet. I think that one of the first people that he would have gone searching for after Order 66 to see if any other Jedi have survived would have been Ahsoka Tano. He was always watching over her and wanted to be there for her when she needed someone to talk to. Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2, because I think it would be interesting to see a what if scenario of what if Commander Wolfe and Plo Koon found each other once his inhibitor chip deactivated. I think that he would have surrendered his life to him for nearly killing him, as the two of them would go on missions together just like in the Clone Wars. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to learn more about Plo Koon, I highly suggest you guys check out my top 10 most interesting facts video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.